This is the Badri, and today we are going on a trek to Brahmatal. En route, we'll be seeing magnificent peaks of Nandagunti and Trishul ranges, move through hilly forest trails, and camp by Brahmatal Lake. We are at Lohajak, the base camp and headquarters of India Hikes. Who's the organizer for this trek? On a clear day, Nandagunti is visible from the base camp itself. I did not have that good of a fortune that morning, as there was a peculiar haze that enveloped the slopes. We started at about 8 a.m. in the morning on our roughly 4.5 kilometer trail to Gujrani camp. Throughout the trail, Nandagunti peaks out at times. Other than that, the trail is moderate and passes through a few small scenic villages.
আরে না না এসব গ্রামের বেগম ভিলেজ বেগম
This cliff is called Begum Top. I just wish this peculiar smog would not follow me throughout the trek. Stands as a mighty obstacle in otherwise breathtaking views which is found from cliff tops like this. We are about another 2.5 kilometers from the Gujrani campsite, and after a short respite, we were on our way. We have reached the Gujrani campsite. We'll be camping here for the night. The forest would serve as a nice natural wind protection, although it would also cover the night sky as well. The name Gujrani refers to the queen of Gujars. The Gujars are tribes who settled with livestock in these parts. Much of the population living in the villages near these parts are descendants of Gujars. There are many local legends surrounding the forest. An awesome way to spend time here is to find a clearing of trees, lie on a blanket, and look at the stars through the hole in the canopy, while a local tells you about the esoteric legends surrounding the forest and Gujarati in general.
Yeah, if you are able to see the tree, then this content will go. स्टार्टिंग से प्लीज
This is the one.
Yeah. We have started the day early and are en route to the Dilindi campsite. The trail is taking us through closed valleys with little to no views. There hasn't been much ascent yet, and we are expecting to reach our camp for today by late afternoon. Much of this trek passes through dense forests and closed valleys, which means the views are limited for a major stretch of the way. This is Lower Bikalatal, a frozen pond beside several oak and pine trees. Many independent trek organizers set up camp near Lower Bekalatal for the easy availability of water. Bekalatals were created as a result of war with the Gorkhas, who were invaders to this land. That's the only legend which seemed possible to me. From here, the Tilandi campsite is about 3 kilometers.
हाँ हाँ एकदम एकदम.
We have almost reached the Tilindi campsite. It's the highest campsite of the trek, standing at roughly 11,000 feet. It's the only campsite from which Nandagunti and Trishul can both be seen. From this point onwards, the ridge walk begins and extends right up to the Brahmatal trek summit. I guess tomorrow there will be no more forest cover on the trail, and if the weather gets along, it's going to be a superb day for photography. Today we are finally going to Brahmatal. We'll ascend to the Brahmatal Valley summit and then make our way down to the lake where we'll be setting up camp. From here on, there are no more forest trails, just open, windy ridge walks. The weather is a lot cleaner from the last few days. I think the haze that I saw in the earlier days was the city smog that had reached up to that height. Here it's a clear view miles across, and overall a great day for appreciating scenic beauty. This is Chandi Top. It is one of the highest points in this trek. It offers great views of Trishul, Nandagunti ranges and also teases as to what to expect from Brahmatal top. Many times it happens that people get to see Trishul and Nandagunti clearly from here, and when they reach Brahmatal top, it vanishes behind clouds. Today the weather is tricky, and if we do not time it right, the same is waiting for us at the top.
We had a hard stop there for two. We had a hard stop there. Think about it. We started in the morning. You hardly started. How much? It should be around 1.3, 1.2 kilometers left.
I've seen a lot of people trying to take longer strides during ascent to keep the forward momentum as they climb. To take these longer strides, the body would have to exert a larger force against gravity, often quickly tiring out. If there's a trek pole in the picture, it would mean the trekker would have to pull themselves and their ruck supporting on the pole every step of the way till the ascent levels out. This is way more difficult than it sounds. The manner of walking is very important while trekking. During ascent, it's advisable to stay on toes and take shorter strides. This would mean lesser body exertion on thighs, and the calves would bear most of the brunt. During descent, there is always a tendency to put down the toes first, which again is the most probable cause of accidents and injury. While coming downhill, the ankle must always be grounded first for a solid grip and then the toes. As ankles have a larger surface area, it applies more friction and helps to stay rooted against the slope. We have made it to the trek summit. A few more paces to go. On the left, there are the Kedarnath peaks, and dominating the scenery are the majestic Nandagundi and Trishul peaks. Below them in the valleys, we could spot the Ali Bedni Bugyal, the start of the Rupkund trek. We would be making our way to camp shortly, and on the way, we would get the coveted
Haha.
Brahmatal lake.
Uday Shraddha. Shraddha?
Such a majestic lake to pair with such a wonderful weather. Too bad I couldn't catch the frozen view of the lake, but the blue sky, the lone oak tree beside the semi frozen lake simply just blew my mind. As the myth goes, Lord Brahma is said to have written the Vedas while sitting under this tree, and he used the water from the lake to turn his leaves as he finished scribbling. This lake is usually frozen during this time of the year, but not today. Climate change is so real and hitting us at every possible turn it can.